Science and Magic, episode 14.
Quite a
That's
few
what
revelations
we
were
last
made
time,
as we
maybe.
made it to the city of Goldhawk. Not only did we manage to get another scroll, but we also learned more about the region's past, such as more information about the two legendary Pokemon that stopped the ancient Krytonian War,
Truly
and the
interesting.
origin of today's Pokemon guilds. We also learned that the
Sound
scrolls
like
we've
a
been
Bob
collecting
Ross
could
impression.
summon the two legendary Pokemon, and would give whoever wields them the power to convince everyone to do whatever they want. A power which we
Not quite
simply
mind control,
cannot allow
basically
to fall
mind
into
control.
Team Ragnarok's hands. And in today's episode, it appears that the Double C has the exact same idea.
Which is why they must be taken down. I'm kidding. But yeah. After this episode, I'll be all cut with Science and Magic, and we'll do Pokemon, and we'll do Yu-Gi-Oh! Unleashed, the mega special thingamafudger. And even if chapter 15 comes out before then, I'll still take care of Unleashed next. It's just next in line. I'm not delaying it any longer. End of Ragnarok. Oh, we're taking down the organization.
Now that things have calmed down a little, let's try and take on the guild master of this city before things heat up again. As said in the previous episode, the guild is basically a rescue center / ski resort. And in order to take on the guild master, you'll have to climb the steep hill, all the while dodging trainers that are coming back down.
That's pretty cool.
And before you ask, you can't take the lift because it's broken.
Of course it is.
Hey, what are you doing climbing up the hill like that? This hill is for skiing only. You do realize there's another path you can take that isn't the lift, you know? Ugh, I have enough trouble around here without having to deal with rule breakers like you. What possible reason could you have for doing something so foolish?
Challenging the guild. I came to battle you.
Ugh,
He's the
great.
guild master.
Another trainer who came up here to waste my time with a battle. Look, kid, I'm not going to be rude and reject a request, especially since I know you won't leave me alone until I
That'd
do
be
give
the
you this
Admiral
battle.
guy.
But just know I have more important things to deal with, like my job, for instance. A lot of people think they can just dance through all this icy
Was expecting
and
to look
rocky
like a
terrain
cop, but
and
meh.
make it through it all unscathed. However, the truth is that they're too dumb to realize how dangerous this place is. At least once a year, there's one idiot who thinks they can just wally through the Titan's back and make it to the other side without getting hurt, no matter how stupid they act. But in a place like this,
There's always that one
accidents
idiot.
are inevitable. If I were you, and
This
I
is
was
Swiss
planning to
cheese
go through
theory.
the Titan's back, I would go in prepared. I've already been to enough people's funerals as it is, and I definitely don't want to go to yours. Now,
We're never
if
going
you
to
don't
see his
mind, I'd like to
feet,
get
so
our
in my
battle
head
over
canon,
with,
he's wearing
so I can
tennis
get back to
shoes.
work
No,
and
not tennis
continue
shoes.
to do my
He's
job
wearing
to
tennis
keep this
rackets
valley safe.
as shoes.
So prepare to battle me,
You know, to save
Severe,
over the snow.
and my ice-type Pokemon. Honestly, why do I even bother?
Oh, I thought we had skid right past it. He's going to battle you, but doesn't feel like it.
Right.
His heart's
Let's
on
just
it.
get this over with. Go, Glalie. Right, it's special gimmick time. In Severe's case, he will have you battling in a constant hailstorm, which not only helps out all of his ice-type Pokemon, but also helps out the new move they have, Snowstorm. It's not the strongest ice-type move, but its power does double when a hailstorm is active.
Of course.
It's also 100% accurate during a hailstorm, so you better be careful.
If you got an Alolan Ninetales with Aurora Veil, this thing's set.
Whatever.
Like the Mama
Go,
Snow with Snow
Huskanger.
Warning. Huskanger? Huskout's final
Attacking me
form.
is the icy, mean fighting machine, Huskanger. It's the Ranger Pokemon, and the final evolution of Huscout. Evolving
Cool.
from Huscalpa when leveled up during a hailstorm. Quite fitting for a gallant Pokemon such as this.
I kinda like it.
They're able to double as giant sleds due to their icy feet and sturdy body, making them perfect for Pokemon Rangers working in cold environments such as this.
Reasonable.
They are remarkably caring and loyal, and don't give up easily. There have even been reports of one risking its life to save an entire bus of stranded people,
Cool.
regardless of the dangers to itself.
It's a true hero.
Whatever. Go Gorgalanch.
Gorgalanch.
Looks like he's generous enough to show off another new Pokemon. This is Gorgalanch. It's known as the Ice Tyrant Pokemon, and it is the evolved form of Crytonium Tyrant, evolving once leveled up during a hailstorm.
Yeah, I like the
Back in
actual
their day,
evolved
they
form
used to be
better.
known as the Tyrantrum of the Cryozoan
That's just
region,
my opinion.
usually hunting by waiting for unexpected prey
Doesn't
to
look like a
travel into their
Tyrantrum, it
cold
just looks like
habitats.
the giant
Using
emu.
a freezing
And I
bite
know
in order
dinosaurs
to
had
immobilize
had
them,
feathers and
they
stuff.
are the perfect winter
It's just not
killers.
as cool.
Make sure to
No, there's
pack
like a
bit
dodo
of
bird,
extra
actually.
heat if you want to take this thing down.
Which makes sense considering the dinosaurs went extinct. And why is there a random feather to the side?
Whatever.
Is that all you have to say about this battle?
I have no interest in this matchup whatsoever. Why should I come up with something else to say?
I mean,
Go
fair enough.
Beartick.
I mean, there's a point in the day where just like it's part of the job. Surprised that's his ace.
I'm glad that's over.
You think he'd purposefully try to lose? Nah, I don't think he's that bad.
You know, I may not have been interested in that battle, but I have to admit, you do have a fair amount of skill.
As you can acknowledge
If you
that.
had the right training and discipline, you'd make a fair ranger if I do say so
Ooh, we could be a
myself.
Pokemon Ranger.
I may have little interest in Pokemon battle, but I'd be a fool not to congratulate you for this victory. If you ever want to come back to learn,
I can't believe they put Squidward in the Pokemon
the least I
games.
can do for now is give you this.
I mean, I'm into it, but we got Snowstorm.
Now, if you
Are we gonna
excuse
go
me,
through
I better
every
get
single
going.
technical machine in
I've
the
already
game?
wasted enough time here
Hell
as
no.
it is. Duty calls, after all.
We
And now that
shouldn't
we've
stick
successfully
all
beaten him
day.
in a battle, we can actually help him out with that duty as side quests. So, feel free to come back anytime to help him and his rescue team save lives and clear the paths of the Titans back.
Do a lot of mini games with this thing, like a ski and sledding and stuff.
My oh my, it has been quite a while since we've taken on another guild, hasn't it? It's also been a long time since we've
Ride
tapped
down the
our
back of a Lapras
So, let's see how that's doing real quick,
or
shall
something.
we?
Oh, we ranked up. I mean, that's probably a fair amount of time since we last ranked up.
Congratulations, because we have finally obtained the B rank. With it, the chances of encountering an Armor Charge Pokemon in the wild are boosted.
Odds are as we
Not
go
to mention,
further
we
into
can
the
fly upon
game,
backs of Pokemon
the amount of
that are
experience
able
you
to
get
fly
from
and
doing the
backtrack
random
to other cities
random
and
stuff
towns we have been to.
increases. Also,
We
yes, we
really are
potentially
coming
got him
along as
fly.
guild trainers, aren't we? Especially if we've managed to come this far in terms of our rank. You know, I'm sure Team Ragnarok won't bother with us anymore.
Don't be
Speaking
so
of which,
sure.
Look what's going on over there.
Oh, it's Team Ragnarok bothering with
You
us.
disrespectful little brat! I'll tell you one more time and one more time only. Where is she? Whoa, 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 relax, muscle man, I told you. If I spilt the beans, I'd be giving out our location. But I can assure you, we're taking great
Four only
care of
cares
her.
now.
In fact,
Now that
her
it's
and
something
I are planning to do such
something
great
decent
things
for him.
together. She's better off with me than you, if I'm being honest. You know, you should have seen the look on her face when we captured her. The way she screamed out for her precious little boyfriend Thor to show up and save her, like a knight in shining armor. It's a pity that didn't happen, especially since her precious knight was too busy elsewhere.
Maybe if she had
But oh
actually,
well,
maybe
she
it's,
knows
yeah,
better now
essentially.
than not to
That's
waste
what I
her
was thinking.
time with the likes of you. How dare you! My precious Roselia would never think of me like that! And if you hurt one precious little hair on her head, you'll what? Say you're going to do something and then end up being a no-show?
Yes, wait.
Not a chance. Not when one of my friends is on the line. Let alone my lover. I refuse to let any of my loved ones down. Not now, not ever. Well, no offense, Muscle Man, but you're kinda late for that. I mean, didn't your old man trust you to get all of those scrolls? Didn't he trust you to try and beat us to the job? You hardly showed up for any of them. In fact, I'd say the player here was doing your job more... Wait a minute. I'll have you know
He just
that I
realized.
was helping out my friends. Their needs come
Just
before my
realized the player
own.
was here.
Ah, and speaking of friends, it looks like one of them has come to my aid.
Yes, your
Come
brother
on,
is
player.
right here.
Let's teach this hooligan a lesson. With pleasure. I've been dreaming for a chance to pay you two out.
And then we team up
after
with
you
Bart.
embarrassed me in the wood temple. So come on then, put 'em up.
Five-O-Mon.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. Go, Gobbler and Ariados.
No, it's a double battle, of course.
Ah, drat. You two got lucky.
Sure we
Go,
did.
Toxic Croak and Arcanine.
You got some good team-ups, though.
Alright, now you're starting to tick me off. Go, Bat-em-ups.
Bat-em-ups. Oh, right, this thing.
Oh,
Go, me! Runs
oh
away.
dear. Not so high and mighty now.
He's high to
Oh,
think he could challenge us.
Well, you know, Muscle Man, I was just kidding about, Rachel being better off of me. Don't worry, we are really taking good care of her, I promise. I'm really sorry about... Don't take me for a fool, you insignificant brat! I've had it up to here with you, Team Ragnarok, and all of your fiendish accomplishments! You are no Pokemon guild. You're nothing but a mere circus! A circus who's failing to entertain all of us! Now here's what you're going to do. You're going to tell me where my beloved is, or else I will throw you into the icy cold sea. Your frozen body will be slowly picked off, piece by piece, by the Carvana that are swimming around, and I will be laughing myself to bits. Do you hear me?
Eesh. Okay, third block. She's in the third block down the street.
Tell me now!
Alright.
Alright, it's in Corvin
Like
Valley!
it's Pokemon.
In Corvin Valley! Go there, you'll find it! Well, Four. Since when were you the aggressive type?
Who the heck are you?
Oh my, Aberdeen. I'm sorry you had to hear that, my friend. It's just...
She's got a Sheikah slate.
Well, I'm just trying to assure that my beloved is safe and sound.
You should have been here there for her.
For one time, I wasn't there to protect her.
Looks so nice as
She
a
ended up
Ultra Ball
being
in this
kidnapped by those
Pokeball in this world.
hooligans. That abomination of a guild. I just can't stand here, knowing that she's in their captivity. And now that I know the location of that wretched guild, I'm going to go over there and not come back until it's nothing but ashes and dust. Ah yes, the location of the Ragnarok Guild. That young chap told
Every
you it was
time
in
I see
Corvin Valley,
Flora's right arm, the one with the
Adds up
spike
with
on
what
it,
we've
not the
learned
one
about it.
curving. So he's got anchor arms.
What? You mean you've already learned where the guild's location is? What? But why didn't you tell me? There's a solid reason for that thought.
I only found out 5 seconds ago.
See, now that we've found the location of the Ragnarok Guild, we're planning a raid to take it down once and for all. Not to mention recapture most of the scrolls that they've already collected.
Scrolls?
Take down Team
Oh, scrolls
Ragnarok
with an
once
O.
and for all.
My brain went to you for some
It's
reason.
about time, if you ask
You know,
me.
the aliens.
They've already become too much of a nuisance as it is. Don't worry, Aberdeen. I'll get there as soon as I can. Yes, about that. that's the thing, Thor. You haven't been invited to it. What? What do you mean? I mean, the reason why you haven't been informed about it is because the Double C has decided that your help is no longer necessary.
Oh my.
What?
You're fired.
What do you mean, no longer necessary? I've been a vital component into the defeat of Team Ragnarok and to the collection of these scrolls.
What series have you been watching?
No,
Johto?
You have hardly shown up recently. Although you may be a strong trainer, your lack of dedication to this important job makes you a liability.
Also, you
If
smell
I'm being
funny.
honest, it's kind of a shame, because I knew that you had the potential to be one of our greatest guild members if you chose to join. But sometimes you just don't care about getting the job done. Not to mention you're too riled up about your friend getting captured by them. I don't think
She
it's
is
a good
more
idea
than a
to let you
friend.
just unleash yourself upon them. Not while you're this disfocused. With respect, Aberdeen, I have a perfectly good reason to be riled up. They have not my friend in their grasp, but they have my lover, my lovely Rachel, my sweet Roselia.
You're only proving
There's
me
a
my
loved
point
one
more.
on the line,
Wouldn't you
and
be able
I
to do-
can't just sit back while those cretins do Arceus knows what to her. I'm sorry for disobeying you, Aberdeen, but other people's needs come before my own. Even if I lose my guild license because of this, I am going to their guild.
We
I am
told
going
you
to get back
no.
my Rachel, and you can't stop me. Oh, Thor, wait. Oh, for crying out loud. Hello there. You must be that player person that everyone keeps
Thor
talking about.
refuses to
I
take
would have
no
assumed
for
Thor
an
was going to
answer.
introduce you to me, but
Unless
apparently
he's the
not.
one saying it.
Regardless, it's an honor to meet you, my lad. As Thor mentioned, I am Aberdeen, another member of the Double C's Elite Four. I've heard a lot about your accomplishments.
Thor?
and
No,
I must
Four.
say
Four.
I am quite
Oh.
impressed. You've probably already heard this kind of praise before, but I would personally like to congratulate you myself for all of your accomplishments. Even if you do have a long way to go before becoming a high-ranking member such as myself.
I'm in B.
Regardless, your expertise is exactly why I wanted
How
to
long will it
find
take to
you.
go to A?
The Double C is inviting you to take part in the raid to stop Team Ragnarok and take
Does the
down their
Pokemon
base.
alphabet go in
Believe
different
that
order?
you'll be more than adequate for the job?
Of course.
Excellent. Then I'll meet you in the Corvin Valley. Also,
Pokemon
I'd
alphabet
like to
goes
give you
different order.
something.
The beauty just looking
It
at
was a
it and
little
be like,
gift
what the
that
fuck is
Professor
this?
Salix didn't get a
Actually,
chance
that'd be
to
my
give
risk
you
to
the last
unknown.
time you met. We came across each other on my way here, and I promised him that I'd give it you in person.
Give it to you. You got 3 special argument
I'm sure that
fragments.
you'll need all the help you can get if you're going to help us take down Team
Think they're for the
Ragnarok.
starters?
So Professor Salix hoped that you appreciate the extra help he's giving you. Anyway, I best
It's about
go
that
on
time in the
ahead
game
and
which they
make
give
sure
you
that
this
Thor
this
doesn't do
starter
anything
support
stupid.
in these
That
spam
lad's
creations.
heart may be in the right place, but his head certainly isn't.
His head's empty.
It's honestly a shame. I know that he's capable of better.
Someone has to.
Well, new armor fragments. Isn't this interesting?
Hmm.
And what makes these fragments so special is that they're the armor fragments that we'll need in order to armor charge our own starter Pokemon.
Called it.
That's right, even our own starters have the ability to armor charge. So, let's not waste any more time and see what they can become.
I imagine this will get the
once they're
full
given the right
supercharge
armor
animation.
fragment.
Supercharged.
Yep, to be fair, they deserve it. Hmm. Ooh, that's cool. Got a Mega Man Buster Arm. Ooh, that's pretty nice. I like this design. Ooh, lots of cool stuff going on here. All 3 of them evolved.
And a hearty congratulations
So
to
my
you.
starter became
Thanks to
with
the power of
gun
armor
arms
charging, your
because
starter Pokemon
the water
have
got
only
like
grown even
mystical
stronger.
robes and
Starting with Perconjure, the Trickster fragment has allowed it to gain the power
Perconjure,
of flight.
magic,
It
yeah.
can levitate
That's
upon
cool.
the ground and
Like
use
Sun
its 2
Wukong.
twin tails to grapple the opponent.
That's
as
cool.
it drags them into its illusions. It's faster than ever and near impossible to hit because of its blinding speed. And its move, Supercharge Duplicane, allows it to
That's a
duplicate
cool
itself
name.
up to 1,000,000
It's got
times
super luck.
and consume its
Which
opponents
is neat.
in a hurricane of speed mirages. However, if you prefer strength,
Me.
I think Slamerox's Armor Charge form would be more suitable for you. The Hammer Fragment gives it buff defenses and 2 powerful hammer arms which can unleash bursts of energy upon contact. This allows Slamerox to do quite a bit of damage once it literally puts the hammer down.
Didn't know someone made a gif of that.
Move, Supercharged Grand Hammer allows it to slam its opponents with its arms with enough force to create an earthquake. Or perhaps you prefer
I do
a
like
bit
this
more
design, it's pretty
intelligent.
cool.
Then
Is that an
IQBur's
eye
Armor
in
Charge
its
form
chest?
is the way
And that's
to
probably
go.
just the
With the Sight Fragment,
logo,
IQBur gains
sort of.
complete knowledge
Is that a Star
over
of
its
David?
opponents.
No.
Its brain
I'm
power
looking too
has
much
only
into this
increased
stuff.
as a result of this form. And to buff its defenses, its new wings can help defend itself. It's said in ancient times, armor-charged IQBurs were the
IQBur
sights of the
became
sea,
Jewish. I'm
overseeing
kidding.
all
I'm kidding.
whose fates lied in the Big Blue. Its move, Supercharged Forecast, allows it to summon a tsunami wave to swallow up the opponent. Should this move land the finishing blow, then a whirlpool will be set up for the next Pokemon that is sent out. And that's pretty much it. I hope you're happy with the final results of your starter Pokemon.
I am.
And no doubt that Team Ragnarok will be crying in fear once they see these bad boys put up against them. So let's not keep them waiting, shall we? Let's go and kick some butt!
Let's go and kick some Batooey. Jolly good, jolly good. Let's go kick some butt. I do say.
Our travels through this winter wonderland continue.
Wonderland in air quotes.
Now, before we arrive at Corbin Valley, we can look around the frosty terrain in order to build our team up a bit more and prepare ourselves for this future conflict. So if you look around here, you'll be able to find the Pokemon Fenrath for the first time, as well as Crytonium Meowth, Huskalpa, Hallusion, Crytonium Baneri and Lopunny, Gallistalion, Renestone, Gritterine, Scrafty, Celio, Crabominable, Medichan, Zartu, Beatic,
Then I should have Cryogonal.
Cryogonal. On top of finding these, it looks like that some of our Pokemon are beginning to evolve. So, because we've got some big names coming up for this patch of evolutions.
First, Clank will be getting an evolution. Just to piss off S-Code. That looks cool. I'll just skip the evolution.
Starting
Nice.
things off, we have the Frost Giant Pokemon, Primafrost.
It looks pretty
This
cool.
big
I
fella
like
is
it.
obtained when Froston is
Kinda reminds me of
leveled up, while
Snorlax
the
with the big
Poison-type
belly.
Pokemon is in your party.
Just a
It
bit
was
though.
said that these big fellas started to come
Black
about
Plague.
when various gases were being released through permafrost, which mutated the local Froston's DNA and gave them the ability to genetically unlock this new form.
Jeez.
It now radiates permafrost all over its entire body.
Hence the
so
name.
Be careful when you touch this thing. Some scientists, however, are interested in this unique way of gaining evolution, and are experimenting with it to see what other Pokemon can unlock evolution through the exposure of permafrost.
Looks alright.
If you caught Gupplefish and was disappointed with Guppaloid, then I'm sorry to say you have missed out on a true titan. Meet Cragolord, the sea monster Pokemon. It's Gupplefish's final evolution and
Jesus
evolved from
Christ.
Guppaloid when leveled up while surfing. From hunted to hunter, Cragolord is the most formidable Pokemon in the Crytonian seas. Big enough to swallow most fish Pokemon in one bite. Even Gyarados run in fear in its presence.
That size comparison, I don't blame them.
Any ships that are foolish enough to sail into its territory never return.
But they make Gupplefish
There are many
really
stories
cool.
at sea that say if you have eaten a Gupplefish or Guppaloid at sea, then you are destined to meet your fate against Cragolord's harsh wrath.
I mean, you got killed by a giant sea kraken, so there's a level of badass to it too. Oh, cool. Looks neat.
Completing the journey of our pseudo-legendary Pokemon, we have Arctagon, the Ice Dragon Pokemon. It will evolve from Cryogon at level 35 and will finally evolve into Dragavalanche at level 60
We're probably not
during a
show it
hailstorm.
again.
Evolution
Well, he
has made
might.
Arctagon a
Just,
bit
you know, so
more
remember.
angsty, with an attitude as cold as ice. It'll take a skilled trainer to make it see sense and stop it from freezing you on purpose. But it shouldn't be too much trouble for you. Just remember to stay clear of its nose so you're not frozen by liquid nitrogen. And that's pretty much it. Man, we've come a long way in this region, haven't we?
Yeah.
Especially considering the fact that we've almost seen every new Pokemon this region has to offer. I applaud you for sticking with us for this long, and I hope to continue seeing your teams in the comments below, to see if anything has changed or not. Nevertheless, we've got some new firepower added to our team, so let's use it to put down Team Ragnarok once and for all. Well, it looks like after all that trekking through the snow, we have finally found paradise. Corvin Valley is notorious in this region for its stunning scenery. Tourists will often flock to this part of the region in cruise ships, just to get the best pictures they possibly can. It's hard to believe that Team Ragnarok's guild could be located in such a beautiful place. But if you manage to look around long enough, you'll be able to find a small tunnel, which will take you to a secret part of the valley. So, let's meet up with the Double C and end this, shall we?
That'd be good. You have your own base.
Ah, player. Just in time. Me and the rest of the Double C were just about to start the raid. However, by the looks of things, Thor has already beaten us to it. As you can see, the gates have been blasted wide open, and there are hordes of Team Ragnarok grunts all over the place, completely knocked out. He must have charged on ahead. I just hope he doesn't get into too much trouble in there. There's no telling what other powerful trainers could lie in wait. What's this now? Oh,
Bertha.
Arceus. That loaf may be brainless, but he sure packs a punch.
4 was here.
Ah, Bertha, I assume, one of Team Ragnarok's admins. Well, in the name of the Double C, I hereby claim you and all of your fellow grunts under arrest for crimes against the region. You will all be punished for your wrongdoings, and your guild will be decommissioned. Oh. Oh, come now, my dears. You wouldn't restrain such a fine lady as I, would you?
If she's a lady, I'm a vermicious knit.
I can see you're just as
Hasn't anyone ever told you that the hell is a knit?
On the inside? That is not a valid argument for someone who has no beauty on the inside. Your vain attitude
Sometimes
isn't
people are
going to
just as
save
ugly
you from
inside as
handcuffs.
outside.
We'll see about that. I'm not going to be overcome by brainless men so easily. Not without a fight, that is. My Pokemon may have
Beauty's
been
in the
worn
eye of the
down,
beholder.
but I'm sure they're
Hey.
more than enough to take out you
Eye
two.
of the
Don't
Is that
count
actually
on
a
it.
scar?
I've taken down
I'm
so
probably looking
many
too much
trainers,
into this.
not just in this region, but almost everywhere else as well. I doubt you'll be any different, especially with the player's help. Go, Haxorus!
Haxorus. Nice.
A Haxorus? Oh, of course! That must mean you're Aberdeen.
Dean.
No matter. A member of the Elite Four doesn't scare me. Show them who's boss,
it's
Ravieri
humans.
and Glalie. confounded things! Fine. Let's see how you do against both Houndoom and Miss Magius.
We'll do fine. Oh, it's not even the regional Miss Magius. Or the armor charge. That's what you meant to say.
You two are so rude. I can't stand it. Go. Woolam!
Nope.
Why does every boy I meet have to be so brainless? They just don't know how to treat a lady.
You Vermilius Knid.
Unbelievable. I must be the only one around here who has common sense. You people just
Common
don't
sense
know
to
how
lose?
to treat a lady, do you?
If she's a lady,
I'm
I'll...
Oh, shut up! Whine as much as you want.
Rule of
I'm sorry
3.
to say, it isn't going to
Comedy
stop you
wise.
from being put behind bars. Now then, from what I've heard, you were the one responsible for hijacking someone. Now, I would like you to tell us where exactly you're holding her. Give me a kiss, darling, and I might consider it. Don't play around with me. Even if you don't tell us, we are going to raid this place. We are literally going to turn it inside out until we find the hostage. So if you want to be disobedient, fine by me. It isn't going to change the outcome. Not even if the boss gets involved?
Boss.
You mean your guild master? They're here? No, they're in the Alola region. Where else would they be? You may have gotten past us, but once you get to them, you're going to be
Let's see
sorry
if my
you
theory
dare
is
interfered
true.
with Team
And that's going
Ragnarok.
to be some
So go
random
ahead,
nobody
boys.
we've never seen
Take me
before.
away. It won't be for long, I assure you. We'll see about that. Player, I just need to stay
Imagine
here
it was
for a
the
bit
champion of the
in order to
entire
help restrain
region.
these grunts. You and the others go on ahead into the guild. I'll catch up with you as soon as I can. Oh, and if you find Thor, make sure he doesn't do anything reckless.
Actually, has that happened
This is
before
it,
where the
the
champion
home of
was
Team
the
Ragnarok.
main
This
antagonist?
dark
I guess
guild
N
will obviously
counts.
not be like any other guild that you've seen before. Wherever you go, you'll find wanted posters and a handful of decrepit rooms.
Yeah, it
with
kinda
tons
has
of Team
happened.
Ragnarok grunts itching for a fight. It's a lot more unfriendly than the other guilds that you've already been to. Oh, and if I were you, I would pay attention to some of those wanted posters and job requests that Team Ragnarok's got. You might find a few, interesting details. In fact, here's one now.
If you need to show to about coming, I'll find you anyway. Oh god, the Yu-Gi-Oh! News is gonna, because when I saw Tri-Blades, I read it as Tri-Brigades.
Interesting. Oi!
They're desperate for
What do you
recruits.
think you're doing, looking through our stuff? Indeed, our clients are none of your concern.
At the very
And
least,
besides,
their job
I
requirements
doubt
aren't
that
that
you have
high.
the brains necessary to
Must
understand
yeah,
them
at least it's not
anyway.
like must have 5
You'll
years of
probably
experience with
just
something that it was
forget as
introduced
soon
2
as you
years
read
ago.
them. Through one ear and out the other. And since you're not using those ears properly, you wouldn't mind if we rip them off, do you? Gotta teach you a lesson somehow. Go
Dark.
Pokémon!
Jeez
While
Louise.
we're here, and since I haven't really gone into much detail about it before, I would just like to quickly show off all the Pokemon you can expect the Team Ragnarok grunts to use. A blend of Ghost, Dark, and Fighting type Pokemon, as well as some other few exceptions.
As per usual, makes
A rough
sense.
crew to handle for sure, but if
What is
you've
that
already
owl
beaten Team
thing?
Ragnarok dozens of times before this,
Next to the
then you'll
Meowth.
probably have no trouble here. And those two are far from the only grunts home.
Though they seem
Though
like
a
only
good
2
chunk
at
of the Team
times.
Ragnarok grunts have been knocked out by you-know-who, there are still plenty
4.
more in shape and ready to battle. Lastly, I should mention this guild's gimmick. Since it is a Pokemon guild, it's technically got one.
Yep.
You see, in order to progress to one of the higher floors, you have to open one of several doors at the end of the room, each one having a trap door underneath.
I assumed there's going to be
And
like your Pokemon's health is always draining.
Pick the wrong
But, you know,
door, and the trap door
guess then you
will
want to be
take
able to
you
win.
right down to the previous room. Luckily, if you take on
Annoying.
enough of the grunts, you should be able to gather some clues to see which door is the right one to take. Nevertheless, we have a mission to complete. So, once you've advanced through enough floors and beaten enough of the grunts, you'll be able to make it to the top room, which is just one big corridor with one giant door at the very end. And the corridor is nowhere near empty. All around you, you can see Ragnarok grunts just laying down unconscious. And I think you can guess who's already been here. Rachel? Rachel! My lovely Rachel, my sweet Roselia, where are you? Oh, player, thank goodness you're here. Now you can help me find my lovely Rachel.
Don't worry, we'll find her. What about the scrolls?
What? Don't be selfish. The job
Unlike
isn't
you.
important right now. What is important is that my lovely Rachel is safe. Other people's needs must come before your own, player.
God, you're a hypocrite. But you're putting your needs over
I
the
don't
job.
have time to argue with you. Not when there's a friend at stake. Come on, we must
The
find her.
world is at stake.
There's no
At least the
telling how
region.
much peril my dear is in. I can't even bear the thought of it any longer. Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? What? Wait a minute. I know
Sounds
that
like
voice.
Rachel.
Oh, player. Thor, it is you. Thank goodness. Oh, my lovely Rachel. My sweet Roselia. Thank Arceus you're safe. But how? I thought you were captured. I was, but when they caught me, they took me to their leader. They took me to this place. After that, they tried to lock me up. I was frightened. I managed to escape and I hid here. I knew you wouldn't abandon me. I would never leave you in need, my dear. Now come on, let's get out of this horrible place. Hold on, Thor. Before we go, I just remembered they locked up my Pokemon in this room. In that cabinet over there. I've been trying to find the key. Do you think you can help me? Of course, my dear. Anything for you. I would feel horrible leaving your own Pokemon behind.
He's gonna walk right into
Come
a
on,
trap,
Papa. Help
literally.
me look.
They might as well have a little box with a stick under it. 4 turns to look in the cabinets.
So, my dear, how exactly
Close
did you manage to
lock.
escape from Team Ragnarok? Oh, I guess you could say I had a bit of help. Really? From who? I doubt that any of the dreaded hooligans living here would actually bother helping such a beautiful lady such as yourself. Well, unless one of them actually had a change of heart, but I highly doubt
there's a
that
change
would
of
be
heart
the case
happening,
for
all
these
right.
money-loving grunts. Ugh, I'm getting wound up just thinking about it. How could they do this to you? And their leader. Oof, when I get my hands on them, I am going to teach them a
There's
lesson they
Pokemon
will
sound.
never forget. But you don't have to worry about that now, my lovely Rachel. Not now. Ah!
He was attacked.
Oh, don't worry, Thor.
Right. I saw the obvious twist coming a mile away. I feel so proud of myself. Oh shit.
It will be a time I'll never forget, alright?
That's a drastic change in attire, I'll say that much. I did not expect her to change so much. But then again, that's, you know... I'd say pretty much just an evil counterpart on that. Well, not evil counterpart, but like how different it is. People say that the only difference between Clark Kent and Superman is the glasses, but well, there's more to it than that. But that's what the cover of it is. But gotta do more than that to prove how different they truly are. Otherwise, it's not a very good disguise. I saw this twist coming in from episode 2, but it's still one of those things where it's like, yeah, I still get a feeling of yeah, I was right from it. Whatever. It's a kid's game at the end of the day. You can have a simple premise. It's not like Pokemon hasn't had a brain dead premise for years. It's doing the same plots for over 9 generations. Not over 9 generations. We're not even at Gen 9 yet. I am an idiot. But anyway, yeah. This is truly a twist, and I'm interested to see where we go from here. But there's no episode 15 yet. Odds are we're probably to get to 15 will be the final conclusion of the Ragnarok stuff. Then maybe go into the Elite Four, and then part 16 will be the champion and some post-game content probably. The usual stuff. So we're nearly at the end, and that's just my theory. Who knows? We could go to 20 episodes. Could. Possibility. Just a possibility. Anyway, later.